I don't know if it was the title or the cover that did it for you. All I know is that the moment I read those first lines, I fell in love with this book. The author has a gift of making her readers feel like they are walking alongside the main character. As soon as I finished reading the book, I knew that I had to make this video. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. This video contains spoilers for The Woods Are Breathing by Michael J. Sullivan, so if you want to avoid any spoilers, stop watching now. Here are 6 reasons why I fell in love with The Woods Are Breathing. Number 1, our protagonist. And when I say our protagonist, I actually mean both of them, because we get to see the story from 2 points of view. First off, there's Katrin, a young woman who's been raised in a small village all her life. She works as a healer, tending to the sick and the injured. And although she might seem just like your typical healer trope, she's actually very different from what you would expect. For one thing, she's not really a pushover. And she also doesn't just heal people with a wave of her magic wand and a nice smile. Her methods are often quite brutal, which made me respect her even more. Then there's Darian. He's a veteran soldier who comes across a bit rough at first. But as we learn more about him, we find out that he's actually quite honorable and a good man, despite his rough appearance. We get to see the story from both of their perspectives, and I absolutely love it when an author can make me like 2 characters who seem perfect for each other, but for some reason aren't together. They each bring something unique to the story, and I found myself caring about both of them deeply. 2, the world building. There's a lot of books where the world building is lacking, and that's definitely a turnoff for me. But in this book, the world is so well developed and so believable that I felt like I could have lived in it. Even the way that the characters react to their surroundings tells you a lot about the kind of world that they live in. For example, when Katrin goes into the woods to gather herbs, she has to be careful not to pick the wrong ones. And when Darian goes on a mission, he has to worry about being attacked by the enemy. These are small details that really add up and make the world feel real. Another thing that I really loved about the world building is the way that the author described the different cultures. Each culture has its own unique customs and traditions, and I got a real sense of what life was like for the people who lived there. For example, I learned about the importance of family and honor in Darian's culture, and I saw how it influenced his decisions and his interactions with other people. I also learned about the deep connection that the people in Katrin's village had with nature, and how they respected and revered the land around them. 3, the plot. The plot is so captivating that I couldn't put the book down. It's full of twists and turns that keep you guessing until the very end. You never really know what's going to happen next, which makes it all the more exciting. One of the things I really liked about the plot is that it's not just about action and adventure. There's also a lot of political intrigue and strategy involved, which adds a layer of complexity that I found really interesting. The author does a great job of building suspense and keeping you on the edge of your seat. There were several times when I was reading this book that I literally couldn't breathe because I was so tense. I also appreciated the way that the plot explored themes of loyalty, honor, and duty. These are all really important topics that are still relevant today. It was interesting to see how the characters dealt with them in such a different setting. 4, the writing style. The author writes in a way that's easy to read and understand, but also very immersive and engaging. His descriptions are vivid and colorful, and his dialogue is sharp and witty. Overall, his writing style is a major reason why I fell in love with this book. 5, the romance. The romance in this book is slow burn and super steamy. I love the way that the relationship between Katrin and Darian develops. They start off as enemies, but then they're forced to work together. And as they spend more time together, they start to realize that they have a lot in common. There's a lot of chemistry between them, and it's clear that they're attracted to each other. But they both try to deny their feelings for a while because of the danger that it puts them in. I love a good enemies-to-lovers romance, and this one did not disappoint. It was sweet, sexy, and a little bit spicy. I couldn't help but root for them to get together in the end. And 6, the ending. Okay, I have to talk about the ending because it was so good. I didn't see it coming, but it all made sense when I thought about it. The author did a great job of setting it up, and it was executed perfectly. I felt satisfied with the way that everything wrapped up, and yet I also wanted more. That's how you know it's a good ending. It feels like a complete thought, but you still want to spend more time in that world. Overall, I am obsessed with this book. It has everything I love in a fantasy romance novel, I highly recommend it to anyone who loves steamy romance, strong characters, and a captivating plot. That's all for this video. Let me know in the comments if you've read The Woods Are Breathing, and if so, what you thought of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider following for more content like this. Thanks for watching.